Morning. We'll move on to the supply chain management. Yeah. Which of the following statements best describes the function of layout of manufacturing cells in lean production? If you look at defects, you should reduce overproduction, avoid inventory should not be too much, processing unnecessary, please remove. The movement should improve, delay should be avoided. Okay, design should meet the customer's needs. So, what is lean production? Is it single task? No. Is it large production? No. They minimize the downtime and reducing the unnecessary movements. Reducing the unnecessary movements is the objective of which one? Lean production. Exactly matches with the C. Wasteful activity in lean production. Conducting market research, implementing, okay, overproduction. Avoid overproduction. Avoid overproduction. What will be classified as value added activities? Conducting a final assembly is a value addition. Moving the inventory is not a value addition. Painting is value addition. Setting up a machine is not a value addition. It's a regular work. Reworking on the defective goods is not a value addition at all. That is not a value addition. Answer is D, 1 and 3. The production process that best describes lean manufacturing is low skilled labor is not a lean production. Standardized products, not a standardized product. High variety unique products in small quantity with low skilled labor. No. So I hope the A should be the option. Making high variety of small batches of unique products that will add value to the customer. So low skilled labor is not recommended. Standardized products is not recommended. The customer need should be satisfied. Low skilled worker is not satisfied. Not a criteria. So A is the correct option. A should be the correct option. Let me check. Yes. Increase the sales by improving the manufacturing quality of the product. We want to improve the manufacturing quality of its products. Who is responsible for this program? Production manager. Quality should improve, through that the sales will improve. So for quality, production manager is of course responsible. Okay. Several areas of the business were not time and cost effective, such as fixing own putting soil for the plants, maintaining payroll accounting. Urban contracted another farms to create special potting soil mix and hired the associates to handle the payroll accounting process requirements. So giving your work to outsiders, routine works to outsiders, we call it as which one? Outsourcing. We outsource the activity. Yes, we outsource the activities. It is not MRP, it has nothing to do with lean production or activity based costing, it is outsourcing. Read question number 333. This is to do with just in time. Material should arrive on time. MRP refers to material requirement planning. Okay, so MRP, ERP, all those things covered in this. Please go through this. What are the except get benefits, exception to the benefits of JIT? Yes, reduce the inventory, high quality product in less time. Okay, allows minor defects. No, JIT is nothing to do with defects or defects. Read 334. Except this is also exception to JIT. This is nothing to do with JIT. JIT is not talking anything about defects and rework. Higher inventory turnover means inventory will move fast, which means turnover is there, zero inventory or lesser in fewer inventory, it will result in higher inventory turnover. For example, if inventory moved is like 5 million and if inventory kept is like only 10,000, it will result in higher inventory turnover, higher inventory turnover. 335. What is the advantage of ERP? No, it is not about customizing the system. No, not all sizes can. It improves the business processes. Correct. It will not reduce number of suppliers.
Just like particular contracts under perspective program.
No, no, that is not to do with just in time. Just in time, material should arrive on time. Madam. It can have any number of suppliers also. Trigger mechanism. No, it will be more reliant on trigger mechanism. I hope this should be the correct answer. Increase.
Just in time of finished inventory.
Okay, it will not be there. Yeah, this is the most proper answer because others cannot be the answer. Others cannot be the answer. 337. Exception. ERP is nothing to do with software is nothing to do with JIT. So we need to buy for 80 units. 100 units of X is there. Already 20 units of stock is there. $50 units of E is there in inventory. How many units of E must purchase in order to fill the order? So 100 minus 20, 80 into B requires 5 into 2. How much you get? No. 80 into 5, we need 400B. In that 100 units, B stock is there. So we need 300B. We need 300B multiplied with 2E. It will be like 600E required. In the 600E, we have got a stock of 50. We requires 550E. 80 into 5, 400B required, minus stock is there for 100B. Then 600E required. In that stock 50 is there. So 550E should be the answer. What is the answer? B. 339. Which of the statement is false? JIT is a push system. Production is driven by. It is given it is not driven by. Production is driven by expected demand. Production is driven by expected demand. That is correct. Kanban is not continuous improvement. What is continuous improvement? Kaizen is continuous improvement. Okay, the way in which the workflow should take place. Okay, the way in which the workflow should take place. Okay, so as needed basis, that's the meaning of Kanban. Appropriate technique for planning, controlling, manufacturing inventory such as raw material, components, assemblies, of course, this MRP. It talks only about materials, components, assemblies, parts. So that is only which one? MRP. Which is not a benefit of ERP. Which is not a benefit of ERP. I hope it is same. Okay, so it will not determine whether the part is necessary or not. Okay, so operation cost will reduce, it simplifies the resource planning, it facilitates day-to-day operations, a benefit. But A is not a benefit, which is not a benefit. Okay, so to assemble a product, which part is necessary or not, that is part of value engineering, value analysis. 343. A production system in which unit produced only when needed. The next step is production is which one? Just in time. A company decides to prepare two sets of financial statements. Conventional financial statement will be prepared along with totally consistent with value chain analysis. How would the consumer service cost be treated in two financial statements?
Value chain on the product cost.
Two options are there. It will not be inventoryable. In financial accounts, it will not be inventoryable, but in value chain analysis, it will be what? Inventoryable. Correct. Value added cost. What should be taken as value added cost?
Quality inspection. Value. So quality inspection is what? Storage and handling and moving.
Product design work. Direct material work. Only these two things are treated as which one? Value added, yeah. But not inspection. Answer should be 5 lakh 80. Let me check. Yes, 5 lakh 80. Human resources, information system, infrastructure, etc. are called as which one? Support activities. Marketing sales is part of production, that is part of primary activities. You can find marketing and sales are part of which activity? Primary activity. Inbound operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales and service are part of which one? Your primary activity. Other things are support activities. So primary activities, marketing and sales, which is not a management tool used by companies to help them to gain and maintain competitive advantage. Six Sigma has to do with which one? The quality. That is to do with quality. Quality will definitely will give you a competitive advantage. Quality will definitely will give you a competitive advantage. Lean management, value chain analysis, definitely it will give you competitive advantage. I hope variable costing. It is to do with whether the inventory should include variable cost or not, fixed cost or not. So there is nothing to do with quality, value chain, etc. R&D, marketing, and which one? Customer service. Correct. Performance measures கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. For evaluating the managers, which one should be used here? For evaluating the manager, profitability measures we will use, customer satisfaction measures we will use, efficiency, quality and time we will use, innovation also we will use. We are evaluating which one? The managers. I hope it is all. To evaluate the manager, we will see both profitability as well as what? Non-profitable, non-financial parameters. Value chain analysis helps the organization to gain competitive advantage by identifying what it does, what does not does. Which one of the following is not one of the 3 steps in value chain analysis? Identify the value that adds to the product, okay. Identify the cost driver, correct. Build a competitive advantage either by increasing value to customer or reducing the cost of production, correct. Determine the amount of value that attributable to the end product. No, that's not that is not the 3 steps. Customer attribute. So D is the answer, which is not one of the three steps. One of the key area of competitive advantages, average quality cannot be the thing. Taking the advantage of competitive product innovation, no. Follower is not the thing. Efficient business practices is not the thing. Yes, superior innovation, superior responsiveness to consumer needs in power. Competitive advantages. So responsive to consumer needs. Read 352. To identify where the customer value can be increased, where the cost can be reduced, and provide better understanding of linkages with what? Customer suppliers in other forms in the industry. Yes, that is part of value chain analysis. That is part of value chain analysis. Primary activities of business functions. Primary.
Oh. Marketing, sales.
Primary function. Reduce the cost of purchasing activity through re-engineering, heavy usage of electronic data interchange. Which are the following benchmarking technique that will be applied for this situation? The comparison of purchasing cost practices with retail partners, best in class, okay. With another retailer whose practices are often considered as best. Comparison of practice of retail partners with Capital Airways, International Airlines, whose practices are often considered as best in class. An in-depth review of trade association, publication of successful electronic data interchange. I hope all the things will help you to reduce the cost. Market share is coming down, some type of change is needed, but they are unsure what type of change is needed, whether incremental or more drastic and fundamental BPR. Which of the following situations would indicate change needs to the drastic and fundamental? Credit lending is nothing to do. A main competitor has restocking time of 36 hours, whether the company has 2 weeks. Shareholder want higher returns. The value chain analysis, the fundamental thing is, the competitor is moving the inventory very fast, 36 hours, but we are taking what, 2 weeks of time. That should be the fundamental thing that should requires a change. All the other things are out thing. Benchmarking, true about benchmarking. D is a process of measuring organization against the products, practices, and services of all of its most efficient global competitors. No. You cut the cost, boost the output, and achieve strategic business goals. And which one? Objective is called as which one? Benchmark. It is not only against products, practices, and services. Okay, so cut the cost, boost the output, and achieve which one? Strategic business goals. What is the major disadvantages of business process reengineering? Short term, no, focus on long term results. Internal control mechanisms often what? Disassemble. Yes, we need to change the total internal control system when you go for which one? Business process reengineering. Continuous improvement they want to make. This will be utilized over the next 4 years. The target reduction rate is set at 5% of fixed overheads. Total fixed cost is how much? 9 lakh. When budgeted amount for the next 2 years under case and cost market. No, for the next 2 years. For this year is 9 lakhs. Nine lakhs minus 5%. Answer is D. 8,55,000 minus 5%. 9 lakhs minus 5%. 8,55,000 that minus 5%. Examples of benchmarking standards, exception category. They ask you exceptions to the benchmarking standards. Benchmarking is nothing to do with which one? Previous year performance. No, benchmarking is to do with what is the best practices in the industry externally. There is a zero-based budgeting. Performance of the last year, keeping it as a base is which one? Zero-based budgeting. Next one is based on. The decrease in budget amounts and consequence doing the same activity more efficiently with higher quality are not resulted in arbitrary cuts. The budgeting process is called as what? Continuous improvement. Suppose if it is keeping the last year performance as zero, based on that if the improvements are made, they are called as what? Zero-based budgeting. Except category. Why productivity increases? Results from commitment to quality. Exception means which is not a reason for the productivity increase. Yeah, non-validating services are removed. Quality consciousness within the employees are instilled. Fewer defects. Okay. Yes. This customer satisfaction improved because customer know the quality of the product they are buying. No, that will not improve your quality. Okay, A will improve your product quality, B and C will improve for product quality, but this is nothing to do with our product quality. Cost of inspecting all incoming raw materials. It's an appraisal cost, which is not an objective of total quality management program. You want to utilize capacity for innovation, evaluate environmental issues, okay, examine relating to creating value, okay, then utilize computers for the product development analysis. No such things. Nowhere it is said that to maintain quality, use computers for product development, assign analysis and designs and modification. Just not. must orient towards which one? Compensation, employee practices, products and service offerings is to do with which one? To total quality management. Correct. Scrap, rework, knowledge. Scrap and rework. Internal failure cost. Inspection, warranty, repair, testing of raw material, product testing and spoilage, scrap. Total internal failure cost. Total internal failure cost they ask. Product testing is not a part of failure cost. It is part of your appraisal cost. 645 can be the thing. It's a failure. Internal failure not our cost. Scrap, yes, it is part of internal failure cost. Then rework also part of which one? Internal failure cost. 645 plus 150 plus 1285. What is the answer? 2080. Internal failure cost. Same question. Internal and external failure cost. No. Different question. What is internal failure cost? Warranty repairs from? Sorry. External. Internal. Field repairs is part of your preventive costs. Inspection also. Spoilage. Scrap. Rework. 1873 രണ്ട് ഓപ്ഷൻ. External failure cost. Warranty repairs. From field repairs. You go to the field and do the repair work. Liability claims also. 7803. So what is the answer? Which is not to be used as product quality. Okay. Product quality, number of sales returns is defective products, customer complaints to do with quality. Idle time is to do with labor management only, nothing to do with which one? Product quality. Answer is B. 369 part. Internal failure cost. Cost of rework. Cost of rework. Why? Why? This is not part of which one? Total quality management. External failure cost exception केटिरुक्का, which is not an external failure. It's an external failure cost. It is also external failure cost. This is also external failure cost. Product testing, product field testing is appraisal cost. It is not a failure cost. It is an appraisal cost. Prevention and appraisal cost. Prevention and appraisal cost they ask. How?
Equipment maintenance and testing.
Rework, repair and all Rework is, of course, internal failure cost, repair is external. So answer is 1940.
Yes, sir.
1940. Quality circles are nothing but group of people, okay, for the quality management.
Okay.
No, they cannot take quick leave. They can just discuss, improve. I'm having a doubt, I clarify with you, I work. They're not deciding anything, they are helping mutually.
Complex.
So, well managed quality circle can work creatively and will be able to solve a complex problem than that of a single person. Correct. 374 next.
Internal failure.
Internal failure cost. Internal failure cost. Usage of teams in total quality management is important because teams. Same question. Which are not relevant for overall benchmarking process. Which are not relevant for benchmarking process. Not relevant category. Benchmarking is to do with comparing your organization's work activity with what? External market so that you can improve the market. Target costing utilizes casing to reduce the cost. Yes, it is also benchmarking. But how do we do? Continuous improvement we do based on external thing, right?
Managing intervention.
Right. Should be option C. It is talking only about the management's decision and not going with the world's best practices. 377. Not part of decade. To change. Rework cost, warranty repair cost. Question is cost of quality. Prevention cost of quality. What is prevention cost on this? Rework repair is not there. Design product line inspection is appraisal, kind of appraisal. Supplier evaluation is a kind of preventive cost. Then labor training is also. Testing is an appraisal cost. Maintenance is a maintenance, breakdown maintenance. Breakdown maintenance is not preventive maintenance. Breakdown maintenance happens after the failure occurs. Product scrap, no. Cost of return to goods, support, liability claim, only these three. 3 lakh plus 2 lakh 40 plus 1 lakh 50. 6 lakhs 90,000. If it is like preventive maintenance, then that we would have included. 379. Appraisal cost. Correct. Except prevention can't accept.
Supervision of testing and inspection.
Supervision of testing and inspection activity is not a prevention cost at all. Quality training is a prevention cost. Data gathering, analysis and reporting, technical support provided to suppliers, all these are prevention cost. but not supervising the people who are inspecting the activities. Prevention cost people. Inspecting the product, quality inspectors, that is an appraisal cost. Labor cost to product designers who task is to design the component. Yes, designing the component is part of which cost? The prevention. Okay. Shall we? Okay. What is the theoretical capacity? Without providing for any idle time or without providing for any compromise of time, at full capacity we work, that is called as theoretical capacity. What is practical capacity? That is possible to achieve. What is master budget capacity? The capacity that is expected for the current year or current period based on the demand. Normal capacity is based on what? Long-term average, like 2 or 3 years, like that. So let us see. Practical capacity is the plant capacity concept. We adjust for which one? Idle time. The company uses absorption costing, both internal and external financial reporting. Budget fixed overhead costs or allocations are given for the capacity levels are given. Theoretical, practical, normal is given. Actual output is 8 lakh units of glassware is given. Beginning inventory is 0. Production exceeds sales. Variances are adjusted to which one? Cost of goods sold. Variances are adjusted with which one? Cost of goods sold.
Normal capacity.
Theoretical is high, practical is little low. Normal is 7,75,000, master is 8 lakhs. We manufactured 8 lakhs units of glassware output. Production is more than the sales.
Cost of goods will adjust for the inventories that will affect them.
Production is more than sales means closing stock is there. Closing stock is there. See, what is the actual output? 8 lakhs. This is 0.0667. This is 0.08. Just multiply difference. 12 lakh 50 and 8 lakhs. 12 lakh 50 and 8 lakhs. 4 lakh 50 into 0.08. 4 lakh 50 into 0.08. 36,000 would have been charged to cost of sales. This one 15 lakhs minus 7 lakhs into 0.0067. 0.0667. 8 lakhs, 3 lakhs difference.
4,66,900.
The difference 15 lakhs minus 8 lakhs, 7 lakhs into 0.0667. 667.
46690.
The question is about practical master and normal capacity. Okay. So if you look at normal capacity and master budget capacity is close to 8 lakhs. Close to what? 8 lakhs. Practical capacity is what? 4,50,000 higher. So 4,50,000 into 0.8 multiply panna, you get 36,000. 4,50,000 into 0.8 multiply panna, how much? 36,000 will adjust against which one? Cost of sales. So when you use practical capacity as the denominator level, it will result in what? Lower net income. Because master budget capacity 8 lakhs, 8 lakhs, zero, effect will be zero. But here, the 4,50,000 variance here, that is adjusted against cost of sales now, that means cost of sales will go up. So your profit will come down. Profit will come down. It will result in lower net income compared to master capacity. WIP is there, finished goods is there, cost of goods sold is there. What is the total inventory?
4 lakhs.
So proportionately 30,000 into finished goods inventory is 50,000 divided by 4 lakhs. What is the proportionate cost that belongs to finished goods inventory? 3750 will be adjusted with which one? Finished goods inventory. Likewise, 2,50,000 by 4 lakh will be adjusted with cost of goods sold. 1 lakh by 4 lakh will be added to what? WIP. Except get.
Expected ROI activity,
Master budget capacity. A and B are the same. Theoretical capacity is the correct answer. The appropriate method of disposition of underapplied or overapplied factory overheads are depends upon the amount involved. Depends upon which one? The amount involved. Applied overheads.
Space but that's a projection.
Raw material is excluded. That is excluded. Think. What is the total?
1,512.
Lab padi parna. Illiye.
1120 divided by 1520.
1120 divided by
1520
into
1,33,000
1,33,000 proportionately.
plus cost of goods.
How much you get for this?
98,000.
98,000 plus existing cost 25,45,000. Proportionate 1,33,000 into 1120 by 1520 proportionate to cost of goods sold is 98,000 plus 25,45,000. Now what is the total? Cost of goods sold will be adjusted with 26,43,000. Units produced 20,000. Sales, variable expenses are given, fixed expenses are given. Factory overheads, fixed and variable is given. Actual factory overheads incurred was, total factory overheads incurred was how much? 45,000. 3,000 over applied factory overheads. We ask you how many units they produce this year. This is budget. This is budget, not actual.
Over applied now 45,000 plus 43,000.
48,000 apply பண்ணிருக்கணும். So what is the budgeted allocation? 60 fixed plus variable, 40 plus 20, 60,000 divided by 20,000. 60,000 divided by 20,000 means how much it is? Wait a minute. Overheads absorption will include both fixed and variable. Then. What is it? Per unit மாறாது, but while charging, we are not doing variable costing or fixed costing. Charging the overheads is based on total overheads. 3 per unit will come. So we spend 45,000, 3,000 over applied factory overheads. 48,000 is divided by 3 per unit budgeted quota. How much you get?
16,000.
Otherwise, reverse thing 16,000 into 3, 48,000. That is 3,000 over applied means actual overhead incurred would have been 45,000. Sales they have given. Variable manufacturing cost they have given. Fixed manufacturing cost, variable selling and administration cost, fixed selling and administration cost is given. They follow absorption costing system. Based on number of units produced, okay, denominator level activity of 5,000 units. What is your operating income? 7,50,000. We are expecting an operating income of 20,000.
divided by 5,000.
At present, what is your operating income?
20,000.
Okay. 20,000 இருக்கு. We want to have it at 50,000. We want to have it at what? 50,000. So from 20,000 to how much we want to increase? 50,000. Additional how much we want? 30,000 we want. Additional 30,000 we want. Look at the fixed manufacturing cost. What is the fixed manufacturing cost? One lakh divided by 5,000 units. 1 lakh divided by 5,000 units. How much you get? 20. Divided by 4 unit 20. Now, extra income generate பண்றதுக்கு using the for the extra income generated per unit if the cost is 20. So what is extra units needed? 1,500 units needed. Which means the extra would have been included in inventory cost. Inventory cost would have been included in which one? Inventoryable cost. So when it is included in inventoryable cost, then automatically your profit will go up. Otherwise, a portion of fixed manufacturing cost, if it is included in inventory, your stock will be more. Your stock will be more. Otherwise, out of 1 lakh, about 30,000 would have been included in which one? Inventory cost. So that will not come in cost of sales. That will not come in which one? Cost of sales. Automatically, your profit will go up by 30,000. Otherwise, 13,000 are fixed overheads to be included in inventory. Per unit, if the rate is 20, 1,500 units would have been manufactured extra. Overtime premiums. Try this, I'll come back. 2 minutes. Tell me the workings.
15,000 hours divided by 7,500 hours.
15,000 hours.
2 labor hours per unit.
So it will be like 15,000 divided by 7,500. How much you get? 2 labor hour per unit.
2 labor hours into 8,000.
So 2 into 8,000, how much you get? 16,000 hours then.
Fixed overheads 105 divided by 1,500 hours.
Difference.
7 into 16,000. One lakh 1,000.
Less.
1 lakh 5,000. 7,000 under 5.
Under applied is 7,000. Oh, okay. That way also you can do.
Addition. The short method.
1,05,000 divided by 1,05,000 divided by 1,05,000 divided by 1,500 into 16,000 will give us 1,12,000 minus 1,05,000 under applied by 7.
15,000 hours. 0.
15,000.
15,000 hours.
Sir, இது overhead budget favorable.
Unfavorable, we spent more than actual. %70 of direct labor cost.
1,40,000.
2 lakh into 70% will give us 2 lakh into 70%. How much you get? 1,40,000. 1,40,000 varo.
1,32 actual.
Actual overheads are 1,32,000. Okay.
8,000.
Under applied or over applied? Once again. 2 lakhs into 70%. How much you get? 1,40,000. 1,40,000 is applied. Actual is only 1,32,000. So which means over applied. It will have a credit balance.
Which also?
Factory overheads. Then, beginning and end of the month is given. 60% of direct labor cost.
1,80,000. 3,80,000.
1,80,000.
5,000. Over. Option C.
Correct.
Control C.
1,80,000 minus 1,75,000 over applied by 5,000. It will have a credit balance.
Rent account is sir. Overhead control.
Factory overhead control.